everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
One guy wants a white guy, and you have one bullet. Who do you shoot?
None of them.
I shoot in the air.
A warning.
You raise sons that are racist. They would both shoot the black man.
We both said we shoot the black guy.
You can say that.
So messed up.
So Benny, tell Dad about something about materialistic.
I would say, Holy Spirit touched them, and they fell down.
Benny, tell Dad's parents about the materialism part.
That's why Holy Spirit gave the gun to touch them. That's what's going on. Holy Spirit touched them.
I'm leaving tomorrow. Okay. And I feel very unsafe with you guys.
What do you mean? I gave you a Louis Vuitton wallet. I gave you headphones.
Yeah, and if then I don't need your stuff. My issue is like, I know Dad talked to you guys, but like, I'm really not okay with your guys' like racist remarks. And
no, we're not racist. That's such a foolish
joke.
No. First of all, the joke is
we never do it to
no. The joke is rooted in racism. No.
This is ridiculous because that's such a lie.
No, Ben, for me, this is like, we either talk about this and there's growth or I don't have a relationship. That's where I'm at right now. And so I take that very seriously. I told parents that they might disagree with me, but for me, it's not a problem, Ben. It's about treating people, huh? No, well, I'm not the person walking around calling everyone by the N-word. That's in your vocabulary as a white man.
Okay, and in my spirit, I'm a black man. Yeah.
That's not funny.
I'm a homie in my spirit.
That's not cool.
It is cool.
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah, it is. And the story.
No, it's because it was.
I marry a black chick.
That's not helping. That's not helping the situation either. Like.
Y'all listening, but like.
Okay, Angela's out.
No. Like, no. To me.
You weren't traumatizing you in any way.
No, I am traumatized because.
No, you're playing a victim.
No, I'm not. How you talk about other people, there has to be equality to that.
I do have equality.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Throwing the N-word around as a white person, do you know what the N-word even represents?
Hold up. My N-word is called, bro.
He walks away.
Yo, come back, man.
He walks away. That's crazy. For me, I already had a lot of conversations with parents about this. What happened the other day is not funny. And the issue is that this has been, this is happening. This isn't new in our family. The remarks and, Mom and Dad, we talked about this, and whether there's agreements or disagreements with that, being raised the way parents were to look at black people and use the N-word isn't normal. It was normal for them, but it shouldn't be normal. To make jokes about that, I don't care if I'm white and you feel comfortable with me as a sister. I feel very uncomfortable by that. No, Mom, now that's a victim card because I'm calling you higher. And the thing that's crazy is Jesus was not a white person. And I believe it would be the very people like you guys to actually stone him and put him on the cross. Because just listen, but I'm wanting to also have this conversation a little bit with Elijah because you're apparently spirit-filled and saved, so...
I would, Angela, this is not the episode that would have stoned Jesus.
It was, actually.
What stoned Jesus was character, personality, and his way of teaching.
Jesus was a walking, offensive person. Yeah, and he wasn't white. And Jesus wasn't white. So,
people of the same skin color stoned.
Again, I don't want to argue...
Against the same skin color.
And yes, that can happen, and I don't want to argue Christianity necessarily.
But then I think racist to black.
No, you just can't be racist, period. Like,
how do I know racist to white people?
I don't know. That's not my conversation right now. Because right now I know you're being racist towards black people. Because
I want to be racist to white people.
See, I'm sorry, Dad. I told you this, and I don't know if you believe me. No, but did you just hear what he said? I want to be racist towards white people? No, that's what he said. But at dinner, he said that I'm racist and I'm proud to be racist. That's what you said to me at dinner.
Angela.
That's what you did. You not say that?
Everybody is proud of their race. I'm proud to be
Stop!
Russian.
Don't twist that. You little snake. Elijah, we were talking. You're a snake. Do you know why? Because in that conversation, you asked the question: if there's a black person and a white person, which one would you shoot? You asked that, and after that,
the person whose roots were built on building muscle, physically working.
Are you kidding
they were
me?
slaves, but they physically work genetically,
Oh.
and their genetics are a lot more physically fit.
My God.
So obviously, the black person, because he can take me out. Statistically speaking, we're stronger.
Oh. After that, you followed that with, "I'm racist and I'm proud to be racist."
Because I'm from Russian American.
Stop! You're twisting that. That's not what you meant. You're now trying. And so to me, again, these are just like.
And then I'll be proud of being American racist, superior against other races, in my opinion, because Americans, we're the best.
No, Elijah, we are not. How America is, if you are proud to be racist in America today, and I guess to me,
I'm so confused.
if you can't acknowledge how you talk about people being wrong, then I can't have a relationship with you.
Talk about being wrong.
Elijah, you're demeaning an entire group of people. Like, and of course it doesn't affect you because you're white. And mom's praying in tongues in the corner. Like, that's gonna do anything in this situation. It's not, because praying in tongues isn't gonna fix racism. No, don't tell me to calm down, Dad. No, oh my God. No, Dad, we never fixed our conversation. We never did. No, actually, it's not enough because I don't believe you. Dad, you said you love all people too.
Angela, I want every race to succeed and prosper.
You guys are like twisting it now.
Before God.
You're twisting it now.
Before God be the best. I want everybody to succeed. I want the best for everybody.
No.
Angela, if I could choose for someone to if there's 50 black people and 2 white people, then I have a choice. Who lives and I want everybody to live.
No offense. Where was that 2 days ago, Elijah?
Because it wasn't a joking demeanor.
No, then that's messed up. You can't joke. I don't know where you got. I don't know. No. You asked the questions.
Everybody, Angela.
No, you can't.
If I meet a black person,
Oh
I
my
want
God.
the black person to be more prosperous than me.
I don't believe
want
you.
them better health than me. I want him to be better at everything he does because Angela, I already have it good. And if somebody can have it better than me, that's a blessing.
To be honest, with these conversations, I don't believe you because you're not taking any accountability. You're just saying it was a joke. It was a joke. You're not even acknowledging. Dang.
Because there was a specific scenario.
There was
this is a specific controlled environment.
Oh my God.
I answered the questions and
No.
I could relate
You
based
asked.
on a specific controlled environment. If 2 people break into my house and I have to kill one of them, and I'm gonna choose the person who's built stronger. No duh.
No, you said you're gonna choose the black person.
Yes, because of
Yeah, Dad. I'm sorry. Like, you're asking, Dad, in the nicest way. You're asking for equalness. I will never want to understand his perspective.
Go deeper, Angela. If I could die for 1 million black people to come and make it to heaven, I would die for this.
To be honest, after the last couple of days, I don't believe you.
If my health was fine, my friends are going to missions to Africa in 2 weeks. I was like, man, I wish I can go. Rewind.
No, he's bringing God into this. This has nothing.
Missions in God.
Because you're saying I've gone to Africa and I've gone to missions. To be honest, that has nothing. If anything, Elijah, you're saying you've gone to African American countries.
People of a different skin color to preach to them.
Yeah.
How am I racist?
You can obviously this proves it because
I'm racist to white people because I went there instead of
no, you're racist because of the comments you've made.
Which ones?
Are you kidding? Like, I've been trying to explain them to you. You keep saying it was in a controlled environment. You asked the question. You can't even acknowledge that question was messed up. You keep justifying it. You guys both did. If there was a black person and a white person, you'd shoot the black person because they're black. That's what you said.
Angela, Benny, who's going to be bigger body?
No. Stop putting thoughts in his head. No. You said if you had to kill the black person and the white person, you'd shoot the black person in a heartbeat because they're black. Yeah, you see?
Not that serious.
No, but you don't have a problem with that, right?
It's a joke. I have a problem.
No, I'm asking Benny. I'm asking Benny.
I'd be
But the real question is
No. Answer my question. Don't ask me a question. Answer my question. You don't have a problem with that.
reframing your question.
No. That's manipulation. You're don't reframe my question. It's a very straightforward question.
It's not how you perceive it.
My whole issue is you guys are saying it was a joke. You can't even
It
acknowledge.
wasn't serious.
Exactly.
You think it was serious?
I think yes, it was serious, but also.
But we just said it wasn't serious.
Do you know why it's
So
serious?
wasn't
Do you know why it's serious, Ben? To
It's
me,
serious because you're making something that it's not.
no.
Benny, do you have black friends that you're very close
I
to
have
and you
black
love their
friends.
friendships?
I have black friends, and they want me to say the N word.
Do you have black
respect.
friends?
You have black.
Benny,
That's
Benny,
crazy.
do you have black friends who
I have
you're
black friends from New York.
Benny,
New York, they don't play down
Benny, do you
there.
have black friends who you're closer with than white friends?
No, I don't believe
do.
you.
And I do business with black people too.
Are you happy having them in your life? You want commentary
No.
from him.
No, he hasn't even answered my questions.
Elijah.
No. All I'm asking for is acknowledgement that something was
I talk
racist,
with
but you're
black people
turning
as
it.
equally as I talk to white people. I don't
No.
look at a black person.
Oh my
as,
God, how
"Oh
did
my
this happen?"
goodness, This guy's black. Oh my goodness,
When I'm
Elijah's
trading
white.
if there's
I don't
two
look at.
people,
I don't look at.
and I
We're the
treat one of
issue.
them different,
You know what I look
We're
at?
the issue.
Oh my goodness, it's a human being.
Yeah, it's
No.
a human
That's how
being.
I
I don't
look
look
at
at
Well,
the skin color.
okay.
A dog's a dog and a human's a
Now
human.
you say that, but 2 days ago you were completely fine with shooting a black person.
Angela, you're talking
We never
about
shot a black person.
intruder
No.
in your
Where's
house.
the bullet?
We're not talking about that, Angela.
My
We're
whole-
talking about a stereotype.
That's the issue. The stereotype is the issue. No,
Stereotype.
the
We're
fact.
not- we're not
Oh
actually
my God.
stereotypical, though.
You are.
We don't look at black people differently than white people. We look at them as
No,
human beings.
I don't believe you. Your comment, if that's true, why is the N-word in your vocabulary when it offends and hurts?
It doesn't offend.
It shouldn't be a joke. It's
is a
people
joke.
like
It's a
you.
joke to everyone.
It's people like you that enslaved an entire group and population and called them the N-word in a demeaning.
Why are you not telling me about this?
What?
The N-word isn't just an F word.
Enslave my Filipinos to do customer support.
No,
That's a little
the
different.
N-word is rooted in white supremacy, racism.
Like Black Lives Matter coming to Portland and just
Oh,
destroying all of Portland.
my
That's
God.
pretty much it. That's the point. That's how it is.
No, Dad, there's no
That's the
point.
mentality.
There's no
Black
point.
Lives Matter. Let's destroy all the
All
small
lives
businesses.
matter, but not to distractions.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how it
but
is.
that's
Okay, guys, we're never gonna agree on this matter, but
So why are you like framing it in a way where
Black
we're not
Lives
listening
Matter
to
is
you?
very
It's like
racist.
we're not listening at all.
no.
Like, we're
To
talking
me,
and you're making it something it's really
no.
not.
To me, this is like,
All lives matter, white lives matter, black lives matter, the yellows matter,
fact
the
that
greens
these black
matter.
lives matter
You
is
see
very
the
racist.
ceiling? It puts a roof over my head. The ceiling matters. This water matters. It goes to my system, gets me muscles. Everything matters. Ain't no problems over here. Pretty much it.
this is the issue.
The issue is everything matters.
I ain't gonna lie, they the brothers and the dad and they're just trolling this girl. She has to be probably the youngest one and with the most sense. And it sounds like all these kids are adults living in this house, which nothing's wrong with that. And keep your kids in the house until they grow up. Obviously, they haven't grown up, but the way that they think, this is how some white people think, for real, for real. And to think that they don't talk like this behind closed doors is crazy. Because I've seen the way that some black people talk behind closed doors. And they won't speak like that in public, but they know. But, and then there's some that don't give a damn. Just like there's some white folks who don't give a damn. But I made a post on my Facebook, and I'm going to continue the video because we're still going. I made a post on my video. I made a post on Facebook. It has 356. It says, white people only. What's the hardest thing about being white in the United States? Unserious responses only. As it says, serious answers will appear only from unserious racists. Okay. One guy says being named Tyrone, and his name is actually Tyrone, is a white guy. His name is Tyrone. Hella funny. Hella funny. But it's this guy, Mark Hanley. He says the hardest thing about being white in America is hoping we don't get killed by NIGGER. That's his. He sent that to me in a message. He didn't even post it on the page. But it's more racist replies under that. And then there's so many racist replies on this post. So many racist replies. It's a bunch of them. A bunch of racists. So this is not shocking. But this is this is an inside glimpse into someone's home who's around this type of stuff. We see it on Facebook, but those people either have fake profile or a profile with no avatar, probably not their real name, and no pictures, no nothing. Just all you can see with them is a bunch of racist comments. And this is actually putting a face to the racists. And I don't believe people should be able to be on social media and be racist. You can be racist, but at least show who you are. Don't be a scared undercover racist. Show who you are. If you really that tough, show who you are. You know why they won't show who they are? Because they afraid to lose their livelihood. If you're a racist, stand on it.
This is why we have so much hate in the world. It's people like you guys. No, so guys, moving forward, we're never gonna agree on this. And because of that, I just can't have a relationship. I can't. It would go against, yes, Dad, because I would rather talk it out now instead of them get a ghosting text then. So if this is where we stand and we can't even have a healthy conversation, yes. No. Let me finish. Please let me finish. Dad.
You think we're racist, and if we disagree, you start crying.
No. Because I have brought up several examples of racism and that you've used, and you have never apologized. No, let me finish. Let me finish. You haven't apologized. You haven't owned up.
I just did.
No, you didn't. You said all lives matter. That's not an apology. So,
Avoid this subject. If this is
no, this subject cannot be avoided for me. This is a non-negotiable for me.
so every time you're gonna be calling, you're gonna
No, Dad, no offense. There won't be an every time. I just won't be calling. I will cut you out of my life.
Explain what's about to happen. I want to ask a question.
Sure.
Have you ever been racist?
Yes.
How did you address it?
Whoa.
And finish.
No. Do you know how I was racist? Growing up, we were.
How did you deal with it? And
I apologized. To my friends. I had an entire group of.
Okay, so for us,
No. Let me listen. You just asked me an answer. No.
shut up.
You asked me a question, so let me answer it. The way parents were raised racist. Some of that.
Whoa, you're
Shut up for the 5th time.
Yes.
So, Angela.
No. Let me finish.
What do we need to do now to change, in your opinion?
You asked me a
Because
question.
you changed. You said.
Yeah.
You used to be racist.
See, that's a great
And we're
question.
racist and I want to become a better human being. And
Well,
apparently
do you have black friends?
I have people who want to be. Yes,
No.
I do have black friends.
Get yourself around
I do have black friends.
Elijah. No. Get yourself. Let me finish.
How did you apologize? Explain. Don't tell me what to do. Tell me what you did.
Well, what I didn't do, I didn't.
No, what you
It
did.
started, Elijah, with people like me coming to me saying you're racist, and me being you guys saying no, I'm not, and me calling all Mexicans, all Hispanic people Mexican. All of my roommates were from different parts of the world, and I all called them Mexican.
Because
No. Let me finish. You keep interrupting. So,
Yeah, we want to
like,
hear how you fixed it.
so it didn't happen overnight, and
How did you screw the drill in?
that's crazy. It happens with taking accountability and being like, wow, you're right, to people. And I was around people that I did this to. Saying the N-word, there was one time that I didn't even know the N-word was the N-word. And my friend quickly was like, do you know what you just said? And I'm like, no. And they sat me down and explained to me why this isn't just saying the F word. There's so much more to that. That is,
But how did you fix the
Danny,
problem?
shut up.
I fixed
Shut
the
up,
problem by having these conversations. No, let me finish. You can't ask me a question, not let me finish.
For myself, man.
So yeah, again, let me finish.
Shut up.
Oh my
Let
gosh.
her finish.
We're asking questions.
Shut up.
So it starts with this, but it also starts with you guys both can't even acknowledge. You keep making excuses for, well, that's just a joke. I used to do the same thing. Well, that's not what I meant. They know my heart. That's not the issue. The issue is that subconsciously I'm saying comments that I think are funny that are not funny. Subconsciously, I'm saying things about
How would you like get out of it? I get it, but how would you like
people like how I'm calling you guys. I allowed people to call me out, yeah, and I would apologize and be like, how can I do better? And I practiced it.
Okay, who do I apologize to?
For starters, you can't even apologize to me.
I did. I came to your room and I apologized.
Elijah, you said I apologize for.
Elijah did apologize.
Benny.
No. Elijah said I apologize for being a brother that you could never have. You never said I apologize for making a racist comment. Because you don't even believe it was racist. No.
I apologize.
No.
Making a racist comment.
This is...
Yeah, Joe, I'm sorry for saying.
No, see, and this is where... Sorry, your apology doesn't mean anything to me.
I apologize too because
Apologies to me.
the person, I was talking in a hypothetical, if the person was present, I'd be very respectful and I'd find a common ground
See?
with them.
That's my issue. Is
That's racist.
No, yes. Because you're saying if a black person was here, I would never use the N-word in front of them. If a black person was here, I would never make that joke.
In front of black.
Yeah, that's really messed up.
But the black person laughs with them and he uses it too.
I don't know. I need clarification on that. Because that, as far as I'm aware, black people...
His black friend
No.
to clarify this too? Or is it your black friends against
It's not just my black friends against his black friends. It's an entire issue culturally. I can't speak on what we have done as a society that's wrong.
What did we do?
Oh
So I
my God.
I can't ask for forgiveness for my ancestors' sins.
Yeah, but you can do better.
I am.
No, you're not.
I employ Mexicans, Latinos,
Oh my God.
African Americans. I employ them all. I don't care if the price is cheap. I don't care who they are.
I don't think I can continue having this conversation with you guys.
So in order for me to change and stop being racist, I need somebody like you in my life who can tolerate me and deal with me and be the light of Jesus Christ.
No. I have no problem.
No.
I have no problem teaching someone and educating someone. I will not have a relationship with you just for me to tolerate your BS. To tolerate.
Who else will tell me? How would I change?
If you can't even acknowledge, you keep justifying the fact that it was a joke. You still in your head cannot, and this isn't going to happen overnight, but you cannot even in your little brain understand that that joke is really messed up and wrong. You should not say that to a white person, me. You shouldn't say that to your family because we're comfortable. You shouldn't say that to anyone. I don't care if I'm your wife. I don't care if I'm your sister. You shouldn't joke around like that.
If I was to, let's say I was a very bad person, which obviously I am.
What the
And I was a very bad person, and I made jokes about Jesus.
Okay.
In a laughing manner.
Where is
But
this?
then I'm around the minister, I'm up and tight. And I'm fine around
That's what you're doing.
Yeah. And
Do you know that? Because you just said that I thought we were having a good time, and if I didn't know we were having a good time, I would have never said that.
But then he just said he knows that he messed up.
Do you know why it's messed up?
Tell me why it's messed up what you said.
It's messed up because if a black person was there, I would have done some big harm in the moment. That's what's
But
messed
you
up.
said you would have never said it in front of the black person. That's the issue.
Exactly.
That's the issue. That you're comfortable saying this around white people.
Angela, I make fun of white people, black people, African American people, Russian people.
No.
There isn't a nationality that I haven't made fun of in my life, and I do it to everybody.
No.
Explain to me what race. Explain to me what you mean. Now that I don't get that right there. That right there kind of doesn't make sense to me.
And it's
I make fun of everybody equally. everybody equally.
Black people, how about Slavics?
Okay, can I,
I make fun of
guys,
Slavics, I make fun of Christians.
Can we stop?
I make fun of everybody. What do I do on Jones?
Dad asked me for examples. I'm gonna give examples because these are the examples that I've seen in our family. Okay? Growing up, we have all done this. You're driving past a community and you see, oh my gosh, it's a black neighborhood. Like, that's where нехорошие люди живут. Or это очень run-down place. You're automatically judging a people just by their skin color. And Dada said it's because of the statistics. So,
Angela, it's because
no.
Because
So
the news programs me for every nationality.
Exactly, and that's that's issue. If we want to call statistics, my issue is that we're yet again labeling to be afraid of a group of people by their color. Oh look, черный идет. No. We've said this. You guys have said this.
Always tell you when you grow up, like did we tell you when we grow up that black people is bad? Don't talk to them.
No. You've never said it like that. You've said it. No. You've said it in other ways. Like, смотри, о, черный, смотри, вот какой-то ненормальный идет.
So let me tell you something. If I'm walking,
That's wrong.
I have something very racist to say.
Oh my
I'm
God.
walking at night in a black alley and I hear a Russian accent, I'm gonna get very scared because Russian guys have a tendency, and
what
for
the
Russian
frick?
Russian mafia is a big deal, and I'm a race like now that Russian mafia.
What is going on right? Can we pause?
There's a lot.
Of nowhere, about who?
Dad, we can't.
No. Because he hate white
But
people.
we can't mention the
But
skin
you
color.
cannot mark
Dad.
this whole nation. Let me finish. You cannot mark the whole nation like that.
Yeah, but Dad, there's hate everywhere. But no, listen, there's hate everywhere. But why do we? I've seen this in our family. We still we talk about black people differently. Dad, you don't drive. I've never heard you drive past a white neighborhood and been like, oh, a lot of white people live there. That must be a really bad neighborhood. You drive past a black neighborhood and you're like, oh, that's a black neighborhood. That's wrong.
I have something to say.
We're part of the issue.
Our ghetto. Hold on.
Oh my
You
God.
just judged us.
What is going on right now?
Our ghettos. Hold on.
No, this is like
Hold on.
psychotic
You just said
behavior.
something super racist.
My family is racist. Let's talk about it. Specifically, my brothers, they were just making jokes about if there was a white man and a black man in front of you guys and they were both aggressive and you had a gun, which one would you kill first? And they didn't say it was the white man. First of all, what kind of freaking question is that? Second of all, like, that's not funny. Third of all, when I get defensive and I'm like, well, that is really messed up to say, don't say that. The statistics in America. According to statistics in America. Then let's go to ChatGPT to clarify the statistic in America. It's so messed up, and I called them out for being racist. And one of them was like, yeah, I'm racist and I'm proud to be racist. What the frick? And like, it's so crazy that this is happening. I think what's worse is the fact that like I'm related to them. Like, how embarrassing. And what's even worse is like how much like they don't care. That is so freaking crazy to me. They call every Hispanic person that looks even slightly Hispanic Mexican. They call all Asians Chinese. And they don't even want to learn that there's a difference. And you know what sucks even more is that we're all doing this in the name of Jesus and God. And that God would be pro-ICE. And that Jesus would be pro-Trump. And I'm like, never have I wanted nothing to do more with you guys in my life. I'm laughing because of like, not because it's funny, but because it's like, my dog. It's like a nervous response, like, what? And no wonder the black community is always on guard with people like us. No wonder anytime people hears that you love Jesus or you love God, they want to run. It's because of this. Anyways, it's just like heartbreaking, frustrating, and like, I don't even really care that, like, I'm deemed the sensitive one, the emotional one, because I'm constantly calling them out. I'm the victim and I'm always trying to pick a fight. But, like, I'm really proud of myself for, like, every time anything has been said, I have stuck up. I've been like, you can't say that. That is not just disrespectful. That is racist. They throw around the N-word like it's funny. My white brothers. What? You can't say that. And anytime I, like, call them out for saying that, they say it even more. Because they can do whatever they want. And their excuse is that America is a free country and we have the freedom of speech. What? And I'm not crying because I feel like taken out or beaten down. I'm weeping because, like, this is what's wrong with this world. Like, this is why we have so much hate. And it's so frustrating because we're the problem. And in a way, like, I'm encouraged that there's, like, people like me and the friends I have at home that, like, are not like this. I will call you out if you're being racist. I will call you out if you're being insensitive. And I'm really proud of that because that used to not be me. And I'm not scared of people anymore. It's just also really sad that it's like we know that this is happening, but it makes it like a million times worse when it's your family.
What to do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Back in the confessional. Yes, we staying lit, big dog. Shout out to my everyday people who rocks with me on Twitch because we keep it lit. All right. Crazy racist video. You know, there's not much we can say or do about it. Listen. I worked for one company where I can honestly say I felt like everyone went home and no one said anything racist. But you never know. Never know. But I also worked for another company where I am 100% positively sure that when these people go home, they say a lot of racist stuff. And it's absolutely insane to me. But, you know, it is what it is, man. Pray for this young lady. Thanks. I appreciate her for exposing her family. I think exposing your family will backfire. So I hope that you have a good family support system outside of your immediate family that you can go vent to, because your regular family, they trash. Even if you go to your grandparents, it's gonna be hard because your grandparents raised your parents who raised your brothers, siblings. So, you know, you probably stuck between a rock and a hard place on this one. I think you just need to go to God and ask for your forgiveness for what you said. And I remember that I remember like, oh, it was just about something else. But yeah, she need to be cool with everything that she's been through in life. And when she said that she was racist at one time, she corrected herself and she knew that it was wrong. She was probably doing it because somebody pissed her off and she was like, this is a good way to get back at somebody. And she didn't know that or understand the severity of racism. And it kind of bit her in the butt. And she figured it out though.